We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Got a really funny video and fun to actually look at the map north with the super battleship Admiral Ushakov. And it's a super battleship, I know, but we wanted to try out the secondaries. But before we begin, if you see any value, give a thumbs up, like, subscribe button below. Appreciate all the comments and concerns. Anything we can do better, let us know. And 2,000 subs, giving a free premium DD giveaway. All right, let's get to it. Admiral Ushakov. It is actually rated as the #1 secondary DPM for secondary DPM, that is, ship in the game. And I noticed that on the stats and I said, you know what, let's try it out. Now, the hitting DPM on the right there is second to the Schliefflin. And as you can see by the diagram here, you got to give it about 35 degrees to get all 6 guns on one side to fire all at once. And the cool thing is they're 4 by 130 millimeters, so 4 barrels of 130 millimeters on each gun, giving it a 34.1 fires per minute chance, 8% chance of starting fires, 22 millimeter penetration, and it has some of the best DPM in the game, like I said, but we're trying to see, like, it just shoots a lot of bullets or just flying through the air. Do they actually hit? Do they connect on target? According to the stats, they're third behind the Schliefflin of actually hitting a target within a certain amount of distance and starting enough fire. So we're going to see, does this actually work? Now, disclaimer here, this is asymmetric battles because, I guess what, you've already guessed it. I've played a lot of games with this in randoms, and that's all I can really play in random, so I couldn't really test it anywhere else other than asymmetric or random. And I'll tell you right now, no, these don't work in randoms, but for some reason, obviously, you know, asymmetric, you're shooting against bots, they work better there. So, spoiler alert, you're going to notice that, honestly, would I recommend this build for randoms? No, I would not. It doesn't work. I thought it would, but you can enjoy the kind of shooting gallery in the background here on asymmetrics if that is your taste. They work okay against bots. Obviously, anything works great on bots, right? But at least with bots, you can see what kind of like damage output is there when you actually can push in. And again, the biggest reason why Ushakov doesn't work in maybe randoms is because you can't push in these days. I mean, you got submarines that spot you from a mile away. You got CVs that spot you from a mile away. And you're pretty much shredded before you can even get within the range. So notice that the full secondary build that I'm using right now, I can only get them out to 11.0 kilometers, which is really not much because it's less than, I would say, a typical battleship in Tier 10 and Super, where you got 11.3 on the Ohios, Massachusetts, Georgia, and so forth. And then now you get in some of these longer range super ships, like Patrie gets out to 12.5. You've got some of the French battleships get out to 12.5. So, and then some of the Schliefflins here are getting out to 12. So you're getting shredded before you can even get within a certain distance to even watch these things be useful. So would I recommend this on the randoms? Probably not. You could not drive in the games that I've played to actually see the full effectiveness to get the dispersions down long enough, because you got to, you know, have the secondaries locked onto a target for at least 50 seconds to get the full dispersion accuracy built up. As you can see, they're activated right there at the bottom there, just long enough for them to be any kind of a use or hit something. Now, the reason why their high DPM is so high is because there's 4 barrels of 8 130 millimeter guns. Now, you can only use 6 if I give 30, what did I say, 38? Yeah, 35, let's see here. I got to give 35 degrees full broadside there, 35 degrees. Right there, as you can see right now, to get all 6 guns to shoot on one side, giving you the maximum DPM that you can according to the stats page to see any kind of effectiveness out of this. Now, you're seeing we're getting a lot of these hits because why? We're launching so many shells out there. And are they actually hitting? Well, you can just see some of those little tick marks going up above the enemy ship. Yeah, those are some hits right there. They're connecting. And are they starting the fires as advertised? I'm not running FHE or anything. I'm just running the standard, you know, secondary guns themselves to maximize the fire chance. And we're just seeing, are they actually starting there's another fire right there. Are they starting the advertised fires of 30.4.1 fires per minute? Are we getting that result from this build? And I've noticed, I mean, we started a lot of fires. I mean, I've been only shooting AP shells in the main guns, and you can see at the top screen there, 8 fires started so far in the first 5 minutes of the game. 136,000 damage at this point. Look at all those shells firing. They're beautiful to see, but man, they are just not, you notice there's no numbers taking up, which means we're not really damaging anything other than the superstructure, and there's 2 fires right there. So these things do start fires. Maybe if you get enough time and dispersion on these things, but man, look how close he is. He's 7.3 in. Obviously, at this range, you would expect that is the result, but honestly, in randoms, I would not recommend this. I never got to this close to actually start something of this nature. I mean, just human players just play differently. They know how to counter tactic, counter evade, turn away, run away, you're spotted by destroyers, CV subs anyways at the beginning, so it's really difficult to actually utilize the secondaries. But it is fun to watch when you're playing against bots that only have cruisers and battleships. That's the fun part. So, hey, if you like asymmetric, you want to just play around these secondaries, be my guest. Try it on asymmetric, but for randoms, again, big no bupkis on that. And let's take a look at the stats right here. 380, what? Yeah, about 397 hits right there. Taking up a 1 million potential damage, getting shot at by a lot of tier 8 and tier 9 kind of ships. Not really nothing to gawk at, so we're in a super ship, okay? You would think the super ship would be way more buff than this if you're going to spend money and lose money as you play it. So again, I don't recommend super ships these days, especially when the flags cost so much money. You're not getting your bang for your buck for super ships. They're not rewarding you for the money, and they're not really handing out the flags that give you a lot of those economic bonuses, except for right now during Christmas season, Christmas Santa crates, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's really not that worth it to be losing this amount of credits for this kind of gain. And honestly, it was really frustrating because I could not connect with the secondaries in any kind of a human player one-on-one kind of combat, and the brawling thing is just not there as much as it used to be anymore. But I digress again. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What would you recommend? Do you think where I'm spot on about this? Like, I don't recommend the secondaries on the Ushakov, but even though it's got good numbers, does it actually pay off? Have you seen another video? Have you seen another usage of it? I don't. I haven't. I've played this at least several times, and I just could not get them to work in randoms. But again, asymmetric is just shooting bots or co-op, so that's what you're pretty much doing. But anyways, let me know your thoughts below. Again, we're doing a premium DD giveaway at 2,000 subs. If you like what we've done and see value in the channel, like, subscribe, bell button below, and appreciate always for all the support, all the comments, anything we can do to get better. And as always, let me know any kind of cool ideas and thoughts coming up for any more new videos down the road. So anyways, you guys have a great one. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the high seas. Cheers.